Let's be honest. Lasting longer in bed is something nearly every man has wondered about at some point. Maybe you've had a moment where things ended way faster than expected. It happens. And no, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. The good news? You can absolutely train yourself to last longer, feel more in control, and bring more satisfaction to your partner and yourself. This isn't about popping pills or chasing unrealistic expectations. It's about learning your body, controlling your mind, and using proven techniques that actually work. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's talk man-to-man about how to boost your bedroom game. If you know anyone who needs this advice, feel free to share. Here are 5 friendly, effective, and totally doable ways to last longer in bed. 1. Learn the art of the edge. Let's start with a game changer. Edging. Edging is a technique where you bring yourself, or your partner brings you close to climax, but not all the way. You then stop, breathe, and let the arousal level drop slightly before continuing. Sounds simple, right? It is. But it's also powerful. Why it works? Your body gets used to recognizing the point of no return and starts learning how to pull back before going over the edge. Over time, this builds better control and desensitizes you to quick stimulation. Try this during solo time or with a partner. Get close to climax and then stop stimulation completely. Take deep breaths, focus on relaxing your body, and only continue when you feel more in control. Repeat this 2 to 3 times before finally allowing release. It's not just practice, it's training. 2. Strengthen the right muscles. Hint: it's not just your arms. You've probably heard of Kegel exercises for women, but guess what? They're just as beneficial for men. Kegels work the pelvic floor muscles, the same ones responsible for controlling ejaculation. Stronger pelvic floor muscles equals better control over when you finish. How to find the muscle? Next time you're peeing, try stopping the flow midstream. That flex you just felt? That's your pelvic floor muscle. Don't make a habit of stopping pee, but now that you've found the muscle, here's how to train it. Do this daily. Contract the muscle for 3 to 5 seconds, relax for 3 to 5 seconds, repeat 10-15 times. Do 2-3 sets daily. Over time, you'll notice better control during sex, stronger erections, and even more intense orgasms. 3. Breathe like a boss. If you've ever found yourself panting and tense right before climax, you're not alone. One of the biggest causes of early ejaculation is shallow, rapid breathing and anxiety. Your breath affects your heart rate. Your heart rate affects your arousal. Learning how to slow your breath can give you an instant advantage in the bedroom. The technique. Try the 4-7-8 method before and even during sex. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale slowly for 8 seconds. This breathing technique helps calm your nervous system. It keeps arousal in check. During sex, try focusing on slow, deep breathing instead of letting your body tense up. It'll help you last longer, stay more present, and feel more connected. 4. Switch things up before you hit the edge. Here's the truth. Staying in the same position with the same rhythm for too long can send your body into overdrive. If you want to last longer, switch positions, change pace, or even pause to focus on her. Slowing things down or shifting attention away from your own pleasure helps reduce stimulation without killing the vibe. Smart moves include taking a short pause to kiss or caress, switching to a slower rhythm, switching positions when you feel you're getting too close, focusing on her pleasure for a bit. It builds anticipation for both of you. Think of it like pacing yourself during a marathon. Don't sprint the whole way. Know when to slow down, catch your breath, and enjoy the journey. 5. Get real with what you're eating and doing. Your sex life is heavily influenced by your overall health. A poor diet, too much alcohol, low physical activity, or chronic stress can reduce your stamina, weaken erections, and mess with your confidence. Here's how to fix it without giving up everything you love. Eat clean, vibrant foods. Think leafy greens, fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains. Bonus, foods like spinach, bananas, and avocados boost blood flow. Drink more water. Dehydration can sap your energy and lower libido. Cut back on alcohol. A glass is fine, but too much booze dulls sensitivity and delays climax in a bad way. Exercise regularly, not just for the six-pack, but because it boosts testosterone energy and blood circulation. Even 30 minutes of walking or light weights daily can help. And don't forget sleep. Less than 6 hours a night equals lower testosterone and quicker burnout in every way. Bonus tip: ditch the pressure. One of the biggest killers of stamina is mental pressure. If you're constantly worried about lasting long enough, you're putting your body in fight or flight mode. That leads to tension, which leads to faster finish lines. The solution? Shift your mindset. Sex isn't a performance, it's a connection. Focus on the shared experience, not the stopwatch. When you stop obsessing over how long you last and start focusing on how good you make her feel, you'll find yourself lasting longer naturally. Look, there's no shame in wanting to last longer. In fact, it shows you care about your partner's experience and your own growth as a lover. And with these 5 techniques, edging, Kegels, breathing, switching pace, and getting healthy, you're not chasing a fantasy. You're taking real, actionable steps to improve your bedroom stamina. Remember, nobody becomes a master overnight. But with practice, patience, and the right mindset, you'll not only last longer, you'll enjoy sex more and connect on a deeper level. You've got this! 5 more ways to last longer in bed. Next level tips for the modern man. So you've learned the first 5 ways to last longer in bed. Awesome job, my friend. But here's the thing. Bedroom mastery isn't just about 1 or 2 tricks. It's a full-on lifestyle, a mindset, and yes, a bit of strategy. If you've ever wished for just a few more minutes of control or wanted to surprise your partner with new levels of stamina, you're in the right place. Let's keep the momentum going. With 5 more real, effective, and guy-friendly ways to boost your sexual endurance and satisfaction. 6. Train your mind with the start-stop technique. If edging is the foundation, the start-stop technique is the upgrade. Think of this as your in-the-moment control remote. When you're close to climax, instead of pushing through, you stop all movement and stimulation. Here's how it works in practice. When you feel yourself getting close, pause everything. Take a few deep breaths. Once the sensation calms down, resume, but slower. Repeat as needed during the session. Why this works? It builds your brain-body connection. You learn to notice your arousal curve and regain control before it tips over. It's not about delaying pleasure forever. It's about timing it right. Pro tip: combine this with sensual touch or kissing during the pause. That way, the connection with your partner stays strong while you catch your breath. 7. Desensitize the right way without losing sensation. Now let's talk sensitivity. Some guys are naturally more sensitive, especially around the tip, the glands. While that's totally normal, too much sensitivity can sometimes lead to quicker finishes. Here's what can help. Use a thicker condom. It slightly reduces stimulation without killing the mood. Try delay creams or sprays. These contain a mild numbing agent. Apply a small amount 10 to 15 minutes before sex and wash off excess to avoid numbing your partner. Consider practice with different grips during solo time. Use a looser or tighter grip to mimic various levels of stimulation and build tolerance. Just don't go overboard. The goal is to reduce sensitivity, just enough to maintain control, not to turn off all feeling. Think fine-tuning, not numbing. 8. Spice things up with foreplay. Yes, it helps you too. Let's flip the script. Instead of diving straight into penetration and feeling pressure to perform, Why not extend the pleasure by focusing more on your partner first? More foreplay equals more time connecting. More connection equals less pressure on performance. Less pressure equals you last longer. Here's what you can do. Spend more time on kissing, touching, teasing. Give her oral sex and she'll thank you. Use toys or massage oils to build arousal slowly. The more turned on your partner is before penetration, the less time you'll feel you have to last. It's not a race, it's an experience. Plus, when you're more relaxed, your body naturally holds out longer. 9. Cool it down, literally. This one's a bit unconventional, but surprisingly effective. Cooling your body temperature slightly can help reduce arousal levels and delay climax. Here's how to try it. Keep a glass of cold water by the bed. Sip it during foreplay or when you're close. Use a cooling lubricant. Many contain menthol or mint that give a slight tingle and can slow things down. Use a cool, damp cloth to wipe your forehead or chest if you're overheating. The idea here isn't to freeze the moment, but to regulate your body's excitement level. Just enough to slow the rush and help you stay in control. Bonus tip. Keep the room cool too. A slightly lower room temperature, think 21-23 degrees C or 70-73 degrees F, can naturally reduce tension and prolong performance. 10. Practice mindful masturbation. Yes, it's a thing. We've got to talk about this. How you handle things solo can either build or break your sexual stamina. Quick, rushed sessions in secret, training your body to finish fast. Slow, intentional solo time, training your body for control and endurance. This is where mindful masturbation comes in. Treat it like practice, not pressure relief. Here's how to do it. Set aside time when you won't be disturbed. Use lube to reduce friction and mimic real sensations. Focus on breathing your body and controlling your arousal. Edge yourself 2 to 3 times before climaxing, just like we talked about in part 1. The more you practice lasting longer on your own, the easier it becomes when you're with someone else. Think of it as building sexual discipline, because that's exactly what it is. A quick word on expectations. Before we wrap up, let's be real for a second. Lasting longer in bed doesn't mean you have to hit some magical number. There's no official stopwatch. What matters most is mutual satisfaction, emotional connection, and being present in the moment. If both you and your partner leave the experience feeling good, loved, and closer, that's the win. Also, don't beat yourself up if it doesn't work perfectly every time. Sexual stamina, like anything else, takes time, patience, and practice. Progress is progress, and you're already ahead, just by reading this and putting in the effort. Final thoughts. Keep growing, keep exploring. So there you have it. More game-changing ways to last longer in bed. Master the start-stop technique. Desensitize the right way. Maximize foreplay to shift focus. Cool your body. Calm your mind. Practice mindful masturbation. Combine these with the first 5 techniques, and you've got a powerful toolkit for improving control, pleasure, and connection in the bedroom. Here's the best part. Lasting longer isn't just about sex. It's about becoming more confident, more aware, and more in tune with your body and your partner. And trust me, that kind of energy is attractive, inside and outside the bedroom. You're not just learning tricks, you're building skills, and that makes all the difference. Stay confident, stay curious, and keep leveling up. You've got this. Don't forget to be your brother's keeper and share to that friend who may need this. See you in the next video. Remember to subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next topic on sex and relationship.